Salve discipuli, this is help for your Latin studies in Henle First Year Latin, exercise number 243. In this exercise, we are simply answering a question about 8 sentences given, and the question is, in which sentences should the present subjunctive be used? In order to answer that question, we first need to understand the information given just above about primary tenses. It tells us that in the indicative mood, the present, future, and future perfect tenses are called primary tenses. And when the verb in a main clause is in a primary tense, again, present, future, or future perfect, then the present subjunctive must be used in the subordinate purpose clause. Okay, so I think what's helpful to know or to remind ourselves about are the endings in the present, future, and future perfect tense in the indicative mood. The other thing I wanted to point out before we do that is that in the grammar book, there's this diagram given, and it doesn't reference it in the purple book, but I did find this helpful, that the primary sequence is, again, main clause, present, future, or future perfect indicative, leads to a present subjunctive purpose clause. And just a little sneak peek, in the secondary sequence, secondary verbs or tenses are considered to be imperfect, perfect, or pluperfect. So really just the other 3. If any of those tenses are used in the main clause, that leads to your purpose clause being in the imperfect subjunctive. Now we haven't gotten there yet, but it's just a sneak peek to show you that that is an organized way. We have primary sequence and secondary sequence, starting with primary tense leading to present subjunctive, secondary tense leading to imperfect subjunctive. So just know that that's coming. All right, back to the question at hand. What are the present, future, and future perfect tense endings? Let's just go ahead and write those down. We're looking for O or M in some cases, S, T, mus, tis, or nt in the present tense. In the future, you may remember bo, bis, bit, bimus, bitis, or bunt. And finally, in the future perfect, you may remember arrow, eris, erit, erimus, eritis, erunt. Okay, so these are the endings that we're looking for in the sentences given in the main clause to answer the question, which sentences should the present subjunctive be used? So here's our if then. If the main clause has any of these endings in the present, future, or future perfect, then your subordinate purpose clause will be in the present subjunctive. So we simply want to identify which of these would use a present subjunctive verb in the subordinate purpose clause. Okay, so let's just look at the first half. Okay? We see pugnawit. Pugnawit. This ending is not present, future, or perfect. In fact, it is perfect. Not future perfect, but perfect. Therefore, one will not take the present subjunctive. Let's look at 2. Pugnaweras. Eras is not included in any of these endings in the main clause. So, in the secondary clause, we will not use the present subjunctive. Here's the next one. 3. Wainiet, ut. Wainiet Well, that's just a T ending, right? That's in the present tense. That is in the main clause, and so number 3 will use the present subjunctive. Let's do one more. Hostes terret. There's your verb. Again, just a T ending, which is present tense. Since that's in the main clause, then we will use the present subjunctive in number 4. So there's the first half. Go through 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look at those main clause verb endings. Determine if they're present, future, or future perfect. And then whether they should take the present subjunctive in the subordinate purpose clause. I hope this has been helpful to you. Have a great day.